Muck Up Day is supposed to be a time for Year 12 students to let down their hair on the last day of Year 12. But one school, Behaviour College, has taken it so far the whole day might be scrapped. They were having wrestling with flour in the school halls. They put streamers up everywhere. You can see that on your screens. That would take hours to clean up. They put oil and glue on door handles. Now, Jaimee, I love a bit of fun. I love the idea that after a stressful year doing the HSC, you can have that chance to just relax and be a kid. But that does take it too far, I think. And it's sad because they're going to ruin it for everyone.
Yeah, I think you're right there, where you want to be able to have a bit of fun and let your hair down, but to an extent. And I think that is absolutely outrageous behaviour, because you think about the poor cleaners and the school staff that actually have to clean up this mess. I hope they sent the students back in there to clean it up, because I was looking in that article to see what the punishment was if the kids had to go back in and clean it up. I couldn't see any of that. But it's just funny because in comparison, there's other schools like Yarra Valley Grammar who decided to do like a mock of Muck Up Day. So they were doing videos where they were just turning their pages upside down and like scribbling on their notes and dropping rubbish next to the bin. So that was wild for those of kids, I know. So I think, Muck Up Day, you want to be able to have a bit of fun, but this isn't the first time that students have made headlines for doing the wrong thing on Muck Up Day.
Look, I grew up in Singapore and I went to school there, and do not for a second imagine that this would be tolerated for a minute in Singapore schools. You would be sent off and be caned probably if you tried to vandalise the school. So it's very much, I think, an Aussie culture thing. It probably happens in some other Western countries as well. I do think they should be sent back and clean up the school. I don't think there is ever an excuse for vandalism or something that's going to permanently damage property on the school. By all means, have fun. And it's your last day, you should celebrate it. Kids have worked incredibly hard, but don't throw out all the good values that hopefully the school has imparted on you, if it's doing its job properly. But maybe it isn't, if this is how the kids are turning out.
But some schools have become so anti-fun. Like at my school, Muck Up Day was banned, and I just felt like in a way we were being robbed of that classic Aussie experience. And so, I don't know, did they take it too far? Yes, but we need to save Muck Up Day. This is an institution.
Well, maybe you can start that campaign.
I will happily start that campaign. And actually, one of the best Muck Up Day stories I've ever heard. Now, it was told, apparently it happened at my alma mater, but I'm not sure. It may be an old wives' tale. But apparently, someone on Muck Up Day came to the school with 3 chickens, and they had labels around their neck. 1, 2, and 4. So the staff proceeded to look for chicken number 3 for hours and hours and hours, and no one knew where it was. Of course, it never existed. So I think that's an example.
Those stories are funny. Those are funny. I think that's great. But
it is funny, but I do think they're taking it to extremes, probably because of TikTok and getting likes and the rest of it.